chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Texans! Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now play fake. Lance. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Come on, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Lance.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lance now to throw.
It's caught. Smith.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. Right.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, set.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Go.
To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Lance now on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Murray. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Hill on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Right back to him on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Play action. Now it's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now this will be caught by Mooney.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kyler Murray scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
Sanders will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they?
And it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Darnell Mooney.
36 yards.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Lance going to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Let's go.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Murray to throw.
He's got Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Murray. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 3, second and a yard. Now Murray. And it's caught. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now...
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here we go. Here's Steele. Check Steele.
One final try now for Lance.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Texans,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take